All right, everyone. Today's breakdown is my first match at the Ontario Provincial Tournament. There was no one on my weight class, so I ended up doing middleweight. This was kind of cool because my opponent here, I actually taught him once when he was a white belt, and he remembered. And he joked that he was going to do that move on me, but I told him I'd let him break my foot before I allow that. So we started, and I've been working on my takedowns. So I really did want to kind of showcase that. I definitely noticed the size and strength difference with him. This guy was a beast for sure. Between the grip breaks and the fact that whenever he moved backwards, my body would get dragged along and I'd lose my balance. There's another example. He shifts away and it kind of pulls me forward, especially because he has my sleeve grip. Now here we get super close, so I'm ready for my takedown. I step, I shoot my butt underneath, and I guide him across with my second leg. Sacrifice throw. It was the perfect throw for a guy who was snapping me down like that. I used my foot and shin to block his hip there, which prevents him from turning towards me. I don't know why I did that. Not a very good choice. I shot into the mount. I tried to disconnect. You can see I tried to snap my foot back, but didn't get the greatest clearance. So I get forced back into his guard. I try to walk him back to the side into that knee cut position. And this is my first head position win. It's kind of at the hip. So climbing rungs of the ladder, that's what I try to think of. I try to strip the knee shield, but I end up getting head position number 2 as well as a cross face. Now check this out. He takes his arm and he goes to drive my head across, but that opens up the underhook space for me. And I connect my hands, which grants me finally head position number 3, which is kind of the ultimate head position for me. Now from here, normally I would attack a reverse arm lock, but in a tournament, I'm far more conservative. As I insert my foot to wedge between his two legs, apply the crossface, and I post out very far to the right, he actually lifts me out to the left. So I try to salvage the position. I notice his legs are open, so I pop, hand acts as a placeholder, and I slip through with kind of a floating knee cut. Another time here, I notice his hand shoots across the midline of, his body, so I secure this head and arm position. When I threaten this position, I'm finally able to secure some pass points, and now I have some kind of safety cushion. I threaten the head and arm choke, at least like working towards it, while I put him flat on his back, and I look for the knee on belly. But because of his grips, I know there's a bridge coming. So you can see here, I post my hand on the ground, I use my left foot, and then I sink hip to hip. The lower I get, the less likely it'll be. Definitely, I got to be careful because he does have that size and strength advantage, and kind of the worst outcome for me is that I get bridge and I get rolled, but into bottom side control. So I'd rather, not be as offensive and be a little more conservative, but ensure that I maintain top position. I feed the lapel here, so I'm going for the canto choke. I don't know what he's up to with the lapel, but I don't want to find out. I try to break the grip, but I can't. I go to knee on belly, I try to get 2 more points, looking to tire him out a little bit, but I'm also looking for my canto choke. So I slice over his arm, I step over his head, but because I'm trying to control his leg, I have no balance kind of towards the camera, and he takes advantage of that. I try to post, but because I was holding the pant grip, it cost me. Once I have the triangle, I'm having a bit of a tough time hitting it. So I have to punch his arm across, try to reduce the perimeter, pull down the head, break the posture, and you see that's my first climb there. I now have more of just the triangle perimeter than I need and less wasted space. And I'm playing this game here, but his ability to posture here, it was just very hard to break down. So what I do is I kind of change my angle, almost like I'm threatening an arm bar, and he's forced to give, and that's when I get my triangle position. I don't hook the leg because I don't want him to step over, and that was the match. That was an excellent match. It was actually his first match at black belt. I thought he did so well. I do have a lot of competition experience, so I would say I had that advantage on him, but he did fantastic. Shout out to Steve for this great first black belt match. If you guys enjoy how I break down jiu-jitsu, check out my course on BJJ Fanatics. It kind of covers many close range guards. It's the perfect game to slow down a faster partner and also neutralize a lot of attacks. So check out the reviews. I'll post a link below. Thanks for watching.